Going to be going over how to build a website through the GoDaddy. On this website, they have a great little product that you can actually build in a matter of a few hours. It's inexpensive. You can get these for about 20 bucks a month. If you belong to the Arizona Regional Multiple Listing Service, or MLS, they have a free website. But one of the biggest complaints is that you can't actually take a custom domain and put it to the free website unless you pay them about 100 bucks a month. So what I'm going to show you today is basically how to build a nice little one-page first setup, and then how you can link a property search to it. So that way you can come in, make your website at a very low cost of about 20 bucks a month. Your domain will cost you about 12 bucks a year. Into this thing, you're at about 21 bucks a month. It's a fully customizable website that you can add additional pages, information, links to that will help you end up growing your business. You can also use this for lead generation purposes, which is a little bit of a different aspect, but I'm on here today just to show you basically how you can kind of get up and get started. So if I go to GoDaddy.com, and inside of here, they're going to have a place where you can start, and you can actually go to edit my website because I've been in here before. They actually have see how-to videos in order to be able to help you out. But first of all, here I'm going to sign in because I've already created an account. If you haven't created an account, you'll need to do so at this point in time. But I have mine already all set up. And as you can see here, I got a couple different ones that I've been kind of working with here with my agents in order to show them how to build these full websites and how they can use them to lead generate. So up here, it actually just says websites and marketing free, set up your website. So when you get in there, you're actually going to be able to start with just doing the website itself. It elects you the best category for you. You'll use this later to give you recommendations. So of course you can come in here and do real estate, coming soon, all these other different types. There's even a blog. And so the next following step here, you can kind of label your website here, Phoenix Real Estate. You can put in any information in here that you would want. You could go Gilbert Real Estate, Surprise. You could actually put your city. You can put your state in there. You can just label it pretty much anything you'd want. If you want to, of course, break down into historical sites, you can actually put Phoenix historical communities, real estate, anything that you'd want to really tag yourself to be more expertise in that area. So they make a great little product to do this. And as you can see, you kind of start out, you're going to be looking at a photo that they actually just submitted to this and put it in place. And of course, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to look at the photo. We can replace the photo, a home, shop, and cart, and all these buttons up here. For real estate, we don't really need these. So you can actually take these and you can remove them. As you can see, it put Phoenix Real Estate up here. Of course, this is where your company logo is going to go, up in that area as well. So only the best deals. You can remove this. As soon as you click on it, if you notice, it comes over here and it says cover media over here. You can actually change, here's where you can change this photograph. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and leave this photograph in here. But we can also change the verbiage inside of here, as you can see. And for simple practices, I'm going to put Phoenix Real Estate again. Now, when we look at this here, of course, you're going to want to be able to figure out what kind of types of sections do you want. And it says meet the team here. You can actually, of course, put other members in here if it's a brokerage. And then listings down here. We'll talk about that here in just a few minutes. The services that you're going to have, the real estate done right, commercial, residential, of course, rely on expertise, subscribe. This is the great portion of this right here is this little subscribe. Because when someone signs up for your newsletter, they're actually going to turn around and it's going to send you an email, which you can put back in the database in order to be able to keep those clients and follow up with them. So great. Other products to get to know is stuff like the actual email campaigns they have here with GoDaddy. If you want one for free, you can go over to MailChimp and use one of those. Of course, then you can attach all your social media that you're using. We'll go over that here. And then call or visit, and then we'll go through the actual map and the process if you want to put a location on there as well. So here we're going to start out with the most simplest part, which is I'm going to look at the Phoenix Real Estate, GoDaddy, connect a domain. If I wanted to actually put an actual domain to this, here's where you can purchase a domain, and then you can actually go in right here, click this. There's about 4 steps that it'll take to be able to get you connected inside here and put a custom domain to it. So right now we're kind of down here. I'm going to actually remove this. I don't want to put anything in there that can be misleading or misrepresentation. Making real estate a breeze. It's a difficult process to get real estate, of course, transferred. So, but shop now, here's where we can go ahead and add in buttons, and we can do stuff and start changing it. So if I come in here, you can align this, of course, through the left. You can actually align it to the center, or you can align it to the right. Any which way you do it, as long as the button's there available for your people to shop, that's the important part. I'll leave mine right here in the 7, and then navigation background. Again, you can turn this button off, you can turn it on, the navigation background. And of course, if you turn it on, this is where you're going to have an important portion of here. You'll have to make sure that you get this taken out, because the navigation changes this when you can navigate from it. So as you see site navigation, if you actually click on that, that's home, shop. Again, if you want to remove these over here, you can actually click on home, and then you can actually come in. It says add a section, the header, site content, meet the team. Again, that's the section that we're in. And if you simply want to add a page, you can actually add a page to it, because home is going to direct you back to home. So inside this section, again, you can leave it there if you want, or you can actually remove it, which is nice. A promotional banner, if you have that, manage free shipping, manage coupons, and so forth. Show promotion or don't show promotion. You can actually remove it, or you can turn it on. As you see, it can add a banner up to the very top. And then we're going to click done, because we're done with that in here. Then we're going to come down here, and we're actually going to see, and you can actually put in a logo here, Phoenix Real Estate. You can keep that verbiage there, or you can put your company name in there, or you can upload a logo. As you can see, and you can come over to your computer here, get into, of course, My Uploads, and then you can drag and drop images if you would like here. Here's logos you can actually add in. Of course, you can insert. You can click on one of these here. You can download some of these. They have stock media that you can use. And of course, social media, you can actually connect to Facebook and stuff like that. So for right now, we're actually going to go and hit upload. This will actually take you to your pictures files. And from your picture files, you can come down here. And I could simply grab here and then hit open, and it'll open up an actual logo. Of course, this is the logo for my company that I have. And then we're going to insert that into the frame. And then from here, you can actually take that logo and you can enlarge it, or you can make it smaller, whatever your preference is. I think this is a great little website to be able to build and make it functional. Now we're done with the logo. And of course, you can actually align it to the left. You can actually take the logo, which is nice. They've really diversified a lot of stuff in here. You can actually put the logo in the middle if you'd like. Again, you can see it here, and then they'll turn around and spread these out, so you can actually have your logo. So you're actually compliant with the commissioner's rules here in Arizona. The logo needs to be on the front of every page before you start scrolling. So this would actually make it commissioner rules compliant. I'm going to leave mine on the left. We're going to be done with that, and then again we're going to go down here, and then of course we have action button, and that's important because now it says shop now here. What we want people to do is we want people to search properties, and so I've got that in there. Now here's where, if you have that free website from over in Arizona Regional Multiple Listing Service, and again the reason we'd want to build this page is it's a very clean and simplistic, and again you can add things to it that you want to add to it to make it look more professional, and then you can connect a domain, and again it can be your custom domain that you'd like to use for this. So website URL, here's where the website URL is that this button would actually go to. So if I come up here and I'm going to go into Armless, and if you go into your Armless and you scroll down, this is your Agent Squared Instant IDX website. And of course, here's the dashboard in here, and we're going to be looking at the agent site actually, because right now we're on the actual dashboard to this thing. We want to go into view the site. You can actually take, and as you can see here, this site, keep in mind, is not secured because you haven't bought the security for it. So the front page of the website that you're going to be working with will actually be secure. So I can come in here, I can copy this, and then I can come back over into this site here, and I can, of course, put this in here and paste it in here. So this is how you actually will link this button over to the actual site. So at this time we're done with this, and we've created our action button here. We're going to come down to welcome, and here's where you can actually, of course, put your mission statement to what you want to do for your real estate. So welcome to the site. There's any kind of verbiage that you want to put in here, you can actually just come in here and replace it. That's what's nice. You don't have to actually find it inside the back of the WordPress. I'm putting just some verbiage in here. Thank you. And as you can see, you can just change the verbiage in here to whatever you'd like it to be. Of course, meet the team. If you are a single agent, you can turn around and come in here, and you can delete this section and just completely remove it. It'll ask if you want to make sure. Go over here, say yes. And of course, you're going to have listings and everything when they get to the actual search property here. So you can remove the listings in here, and here's a great section that you can actually come down to here. Now we've removed a couple of them here. It says our services, real estate done right. You can change this to the area that maybe you work in most. And again, I'm in kind of the central Phoenix area. That's kind of where our office is. So as you can see, I put Sync Realty. We cover Central Phoenix communities. For more information, contact us. At this point in time, you could always put, instead of saying our services, since this is I'm a brokerage, I'm just making it generic, so that way it would cover everything that we'd want to look at. Here you could put in here, you can actually put my services. You could put of course, come in and put a picture of yourself in here, and then that way you're covering, what your services are. And of course, then you can talk about, are you doing commercial, residential, rentals? And then of course you can change this verbiage as well. And then you could actually change this picture to a house, whatever you want to do. What's nice is if you want to come here and change an image, again, they've made it so simple that you come here, you just change image out to something maybe that you'd want to put in there. Instead of having a high-rise building, I could come in, again, I could use my sites and use my pictures. We're going to turn around and insert this one. And it changes over instantly. And so this is really an awesome thing to be able to do. And again, this website can be built in a matter of hours, and it can be linked right to another website where you'd have your search in the property. So again, they're going to pretty much stay on your website, though. They're going to get an introduction to you, and then what you're going to do and what you're going to be able to serve as type of properties, and then why would they want to do that. And of course here, which is great, what they've done, and here is they have a rely on expertise. I always tell agents not to use the word expertise in advertisement because it can be used against you in court. And so what you could do is relying on value or something else like that. And of course, you're trying to build a value to your knowledge of the market and to your area that you are practicing more real estate in. So rely on value. And of course, this, I could come in here. One of the things that you have access to is like the buyer advisory. So you could actually come in here if you have questions. If you have any questions about getting pre-qualified to start shopping for a home, please feel free to contact us. And of course, you can always add in more verbiage. I'm trying to keep it pretty short and pretty simple for just explaining, of course, how to build a website. But all this verbiage in here can be added into building the value to why someone would want to use you as an agent. Again, they have this awesome little subscribe button down in here, and you can put, once they put their email address in. I use this, and I've used this in the past, where they hit subscribe and they sign up, maybe for like a monthly newsletter. It's a great thing to do here. Of course, inside here, we can actually come in here and we can look at the Facebook that you're going to use. Of course, we have a Sync Realty page, and Twitter, Instagram. You can link that to it. Even Pinterest. This is a great area to start lead generating, and of course, people are on there looking for home ideas and stuff like that. Your LinkedIn, and of course, even your YouTube channel, Yelp if you want a Yelp review, and then Houzz. All of this stuff in here is actually already pre-built and ready to go. If you do put hours of operation in here, I would always continue to make sure that you are open during, and someone can contact you. For the map, it's pretty easy to do the actual map. I kind of like this one. You can put in your actual address to your office. And it just brings it right up here. Here's where our office is located, and then it actually brings up this right here. So if someone wants to get directions to the office, that's a great idea to be able to have that. The only thing that this website does not cover so far is to make it really compliant, the use of the Realtor and the MLS and the fair housing logo really needs to be added to this website. Now, if you know how to watermark, I'm going to be doing another video presentation on watermarking later, where you can actually come in and you can put the realtor, the MLS, and then you can put the fair housing logo over the top of a photograph, and then use that, and then replace this photograph with the other one that's actually watermarked. Then you're going to be compliant with the advertising that we have to meet. And again, always have your broker check your website prior to it going out. It's a great, again, website to use. And of course, if you want to click search properties, again, here's where I had, of course, the website here that I got free from Armless. Again, this whole entire thing can cost you about 21 bucks a month. You can't get any better than that. And then you get the access to be able to control the website how you see fit. So, and what I mean by that is, of course, when you have a website out there, usually the web developer that you're using is going to have, of course, their way of doing things, which may not be exactly what you want, the pictures. And of course, you have to give them all the information for them to actually put the website in here. So this just kind of cuts it out and kind of lets you go right directly to building your own website. And it's pretty customizable at this point in time. There isn't much that they haven't thought about. Again, when you come back to themes now, again, they have a ton of new themes. So if you click on a theme and then you want to try a new look, they have a bunch of different ones, and it's really not that hard in order to be able to come in and then change stuff out and change themes whenever you would like. So another really popular one that I've used in the past, I've used a couple of them in here, and as you can see, it's highlighted the one that you're using right now, and that's Dawn. And a couple other ones that I've used in the past is Clarity. I've even used a couple of these for my personal websites that in the past. Of course, now that I've done a little bit of web developing, I've kind of jumped up to using WordPress. But this is a great way to get started. But if you wanted to see how it would look if you actually changed it, it changes it right over within here. As you can see now, everything is still in here, and you don't have to reformat it. This is an excellent thing to do. And then again, if you wanted to change actually your colors and stuff like that, you can actually come in and do this in this section here. And of course, you'd want to be able to come in. You look at here, of course, edit theme colors. We have here, if you do this, change it to that, change it to black, and it changes it to white. So as you click into each one of these, it's actually going to give you the ability to be able to go in and change your actual colors inside the website. So these are all actually changeable. The only time you'll see this stuff here is, of course, if you want to add a section or if you want to do something with it here. Again, that's how you change the theme. You can change fonts. And then you can come here over here to settings. And of course, we haven't published yet, but when you want to publish it, you can connect your domain that you'll purchase through GoDaddy and then publish. And then basic information here of the actual site. You can put in your email address, of course, here. You can use a Gmail, whichever one you want to use. The address, and then your phone number. Of course, you're going to want to put your phone number in there, and then click done, and then you're in there. Social media links, favicon, search engine optimization if you want to use that. Site history, of course, it'll keep track of your website for you, analytics and tracking. There's a cookie banner that you can use, Google Analytics, to be able to figure out who's looking at your website. That's important, okay, and of course AdSense if you want to use Google AdSense, it's right inside here. So again, this is probably one of the easiest, most customizable websites that I've seen. And again, you can realign this stuff if you want it right here in the beginning, and then search for properties. Of course, right now it's just going to take me to this until I actually publish the website. Once I publish the website, then this thing will actually work, and it'll actually go into here. So if you're wondering, does it work? You'll actually have to, of course, get the site up and running. As you can see in here, what's really awesome, and again, I love this little system for this. If you look at it here, this is what it's going to look at like when you get it onto the actual cell phone. You can look at it, make sure it's mobile friendly. That's one of the biggest things. Again, search property function here. That's going to be on someone's website. And then here, as you can see on the site, you can check it out before you actually publish it. And then again, you're going to want to have your designated broker check your website to make sure it's compliant for everything. And then go ahead and hit the publish sign tab over here, and voila, you'll have a website that will be fully functional, operational. People will be able to search it. They'll know why they're getting on your website. As you can see here, I've jumped over to our Sync Realty website and came under property search. I have the same attachment that will actually lead you to the agent squared page. Again, when you click search, as you can see, the people will be able to come in and be able to do a search through address, city, zip code, and so forth. This one can be designed, of course, it's going to have your new listings here, nearby listings, and then, of course, you can put in your logo, you can put in a picture of yourself, your name here, office, mobile, address, and of course, you can link it back, and of course, your license number in here, and so forth. So you can contact the agent through here. So there's not really a place where they'll get lost and end up on other types of sites. They'll be right inside your site, and of course, you'll actually be able to get the lead at that point in time. So this is a great product in order to be able to make sure when someone does actually land on your website, they stay with you and they're only contacting you as the agent. I'm going to be covering in a few more videos about some technology stuff here, so keep checking back on my YouTube channel. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.